From the moment we are born, we are categorized. A soft pink blanket for the girls and a manly blue one for the boys. Gender expectations are set upon children from day one. Soft decor tea sets and frilly dresses versus trucks, dinosaurs, and something tough. These distinctions don't seem like much initially. Maybe John just likes blue and Sally likes pink. But the perpetuation of gendered media can lead to problems that we will discuss, such as bullying, self-image issues, perpetuation of rape culture, and sexism in education and workplace. We will also address Chico's part in reducing the effect of this issue, along with our personal experiences volunteering with the Girls on the Run organization. Before we jump into our specific problems, however, I'm going to explain what gendered media is. Media's influence is one that is subconsciously ingrained in people's minds due to constant subjection to it, through TV, movies, or even ads on your phone. According to the article, Gendered Media, The Influence of Media on Gender, written by Dr. Julia T. Wood, written November 1994, media communicates images of the sexes, many of which perpetuate unrealistic, stereotypical, and limiting perceptions of gender. What Dr. Wood is saying is, gendered media is our current form of media, one that perpetuates misconceptions regarding gender, like boys don't cry or girls wear pink. Another advocate against our current forms of gendered media is Academy Award winner Gina Davis, who founded the Gina Davis Institute on Gender and Media, which is a research-based organization working within the media and entertainment industry in order to engage, educate, and influence content creators to avoid using gender in a harmful way. According to the Gina Davis at thecjane.org, accessed on November 16, 2017, combating the effects of gendered media is important because negative stereotypes viewed in the media can create lifelong imprints on children's self-identified roles in the world, which can create self-esteem issues in the future. This means that because children absorb so much information from media regarding their preset gender roles, when they are older and do not fit their stereotypical gender mold set for them, and therefore feel inadequate and abnormal. Gender roles, however, are not all hearsay. An experiment conducted by the National Science Federation published to the nsf.gov website on January 26, 2017, had male and female children aged 5 to 9 listen to a story about a gender-neutral protagonist who is described as very, very smart, which is the child equivalent of brilliant, and then label which person, 2 males and 2 females, was the very, very smart one. The results of this experiment showed that by just the age of 6 years old, girls began to be less likely to say that the female was the smart one. The NSF proposed that though gender roles are not the specific cause of girls valuing themselves as less, but rather that there is a strong correlation between the two ideas. The two statements I made previous to this, boys don't cry and girls wear pink, are examples of 2 of the 4 basic categories of gender stereotyping. According to the PlannedParenthood.com website, as of November 13, 2017, there are personality stereotypes that dictate that women are meant to be feminine and submissive, while men are meant to be self-confident and aggressive. There are also domestic stereotypes, like men are required to fix a car and mow the lawn rather than cook dinner and clean dishes. Occupation stereotypes are the third category of gender stereotypes, which makes some people quick to assume that teachers and nurses are women, and that pilots, doctors, and engineers are men. The last and maybe most prevalent gender stereotyping method in our everyday lives is physical appearance stereotypes. Physical appearance stereotypes say that men are required to be muscular to be considered a part of their gender, and that women with short hair are considered not a part. Has anyone here never felt a part of something? Felt like you were picked last for kickball, or no one wants to be your chem partner in 4th period? We were always told as kids when people are mean to you, it's because they are jealous. But what if in that case it wasn't that? What if it was because someone conditioned that person to not respect you as another human being for only the fact that you're a man who likes to sing, or a woman who doesn't like makeup? For an abundance of people in the world, this is true. Who they are, what they dress like, and how they act is judged in black and white. Blue and pink, boy and girl. In order to focus on the first negative effect of these gender roles, I'm going to pass it on to my partner Makayla, who will talk about bullying that is associated with this topic.
I'm tired. Tired of hearing girls gossip about other girls. Tired of girls looking at each other up and down in the hallways and judging. What is girl-on-girl hate? According to Verd magazine, published in May of 2015, girl-on-girl hate is when a girl tries to bring another girl down by making rude comments about the girl's makeup, clothes, body image, and just the way she is in general. I can bet that almost everyone in this room has either been a victim of girl-on-girl hate or has produced girl-on-girl hate. The three things that can cause girl-on-girl hate is social media, society, and gender roles. Social media is something that we all participate in daily. It is also responsible in spreading hate, not just to girls, but to boys as well. According to How Social Media is Destroying the Lives of Teen Girls by Mackenzie Dawson, published in February of 2016, there has been an increase in girls posting pictures of their bodies rather than their face. Even though it shouldn't be this way, that's how girls spread hate, by screenshotting and sending to other girls to make fun of them. According to Mackenzie Dawson, stated in the New York Post, published February of 2016, girls are damned if they do and damned if they don't. She states this in regarding to sending nudes. If a girl does send nudes, she's automatically considered a thought or a hoe. If a girl doesn't send the nude, she is then considered prude. Either way, this results in bullying and girl-on-girl hate. Society is another big role on girl-on-girl hate in general. Today's kids grow up with so much expectation of how they should look and feel, and if they don't, then they can be outcasted or bullied. Today's view on women is that girls should be slim thick. We can see this in famous people such as Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, and Blac Chyna, which our young girls today look up to. According to Nicki Minaj, as stated in an interview for Sugar Crush magazine published August of 2016, when you're a girl, you have to be everything. You have to be dope at what you do, but you have to be super sweet. But you have to be sexy, and you have to be this, and you have to be that. But the truth is, nobody can be all those things at once. By going against society's views on what a good woman should be, can be a result of being called weird or even a bitch. And can be resulted in, again, outcasting. A quote by Maya Angelou, stated January of 2015, "Going against society's norms scare people, and that's why we should do it more often." Now, when you think of a girl or a woman, you think of nurturing or passivity. But what would happen if a girl defied those norms and dressed how she wanted, or cut her hair how she wanted? Or what if boys wanted to wear pink or become a cheerleader? In today's society, they would be ridiculed and made fun of. Some of you might think that this doesn't happen anymore. But if it didn't happen, then why would we have such hateful words such as dyke, lesbo, or fag and gay? These words are real, and it does happen. According to DailyMail.com, published June of 2014, an Ohio girl, who was to remain unnamed, was bullied because of chopping her hair off in order to give it away to a cancer organization. The girl was bullied for months because of her short hair, and the principal of the school has stated nor done nothing to put a stop to it. That girl was 10 years old. According to ABC7 Eyewitness News, published in December of 2015, a boy from Folsom, California was relentlessly bullied to the point where he was taken out of school by his mom to be homeschooled, all because he was the only male cheerleader on the cheer team. The boy then went on to commit suicide on December 3rd, and that boy was 12 years old.
Hey guys, I'm going to talk about how body image issues affect young women today. Today, a lot of women feel like they need to look a certain way to be pretty or grab someone's attention. We all have judged one another at least once in our lifetime on the way they act or look like. We are the ones who make each other feel bad. about ourselves and have low self-esteem. I personally have seen myself not good enough for people. I have been made fun of by people and even my friends, but I learned to accept the way I look. Does any of this sound familiar to you? I'm too tall. I'm too short. I'm too skinny. If only I were shorter, taller, had curly hair, had straight hair, smaller nose, or longer legs, I'd be happy. After you're putting yourself down, are you putting yourself down? If so, you're not alone. As you grow up, you're going through lots of changes in your body, and as your body changes, so does your image of yourself. It's not always easy to like every part of your body, but when you get stuck on the negatives, it can really bring down your self-esteem. Do you ever ask yourself how you really look like? According to the website National Eating Disorders Collaboration on Netc.com on February 22nd, 2017, body image is the perception that a person has of their physical self and the thoughts and feelings that result from that perception. These feelings can be positive, negative, or both, and are influenced by individuals and environmental factors. We all have some kind of connections with social media, whether it's Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, etc. It's a big factor towards body image. Social media has evolved into one of the greatest communication sources of our time, and there is no doubt the presence of the internet has changed the way we interact and engage with each other. It has a strong hold on women's personal perceptions of what beauty is supposed to be, and because of it, it has known to contribute to some women experiencing eating disorder like anorexia or bulimia. Young girls, teenagers, and even young adults should educate themselves about having a healthy body and learn how to accept themselves for the beautiful person they are, in the inside or outside, and outside. Eating disorders has the highest mortality rates of any mental illness, at around 20%, according to how social media helps spread anorexia and bulimia in young people on admedia.com by Joe Miller on December 2017. Another statistic that I found in the article Visually on visuallycommunity.com on December 2017, 80% of women say that the image of women on television or in movies, fashion magazines, and advertising makes them feel insecure. 42% of girls first to third grade want to be thinner. 81% of girls of 10-year-olds are afraid of being fat. We shouldn't be so hard on ourselves to look a certain way because we live in a world where we think we have to be skinny and tall to be beautiful, which is not true. We are all beautiful in our own way. Children and early teens are at a time where they become more aware of celebrities and media images, as well as how other kids look and how we fit in. They might start to compare themselves with other people or media images. All of this can affect how we feel about ourselves and our bodies even as we grow into our teens and adults. You guys already know that most of the photos you see of any celebrities are airbrushed. Airbrushing gives pictures that beautiful, flawless look. If you were to see a normal, everyday picture of a celebrity, they wouldn't look as nearly as perfect as we think they are. We see celebrities everywhere in media and we think they're flawless, when really it's Photoshop and lots of makeup, and it can make anyone look different. But we don't need makeup to look pretty. A lot of celebrities do a lot of surgeries to look a certain way. For example, Kylie Jenner, she got lip injections to make her lips look bigger, and now everyone wants big lips and her lip kits. Celebrities even feel like they're not even good enough. Have you ever heard of Demi Lovato's story? Demi Lovato has talked extensively about her struggles with eating disorders. She recounts that as a child, she compulsively overate, then starved herself after being called fat at school by bullies. Demi speaks of the pressure that she felt to be perfect that contributed to her disorder. She states that she feels the most beautiful when she relaxes without makeup, according to mirror.org on December 2017. There are 4 aspects of body image according to womenhealth.gov on December 2017. 1. How you see your body is your perceptual body image. This is not always a correct representation of how you actually look. For example, a person may perceive themselves as overweight when really they're underweight. 2. The way you feel about your body is your effective body image. This relates to the amount of satisfaction, dissatisfaction you feel about your shape, weight, and individual body parts. 3. The way you think about your body is your cognitive body image. This can lead to preoccupation with body shape and weight. For example, some people believe they will feel better about themselves if they are thinner and more muscular. Behaviors in which you engage as a result of your body image encompass your behavioral body image. When a person is dissatisfied with the way they look, they may isolate themselves because they feel bad about their appearance or employ destructive behaviors as a means to change appearance. Instead of always worrying about how we look, we should be positive of the body you were given with. Why do you think positive body image is important? To me, it's important to be positive with what you have. As long as you're healthy, embrace what you have. I have acne on my face, and for years I've always felt like I had to hide it because I was worried that people would think of me. But I finally came to realize that it doesn't matter what people think of you. Honestly, it's all in my head. Yes, there will be people who will notice and maybe judge, but it's mostly you bringing yourself down. As stated on positivebody.com on December 2017, a positive body image occurs when a person is able to accept, appreciate, and respect their body. Positive body image is important because it is one of the protective factors which can make a person more resilient to eating disorders. So how about we stop worrying about comparing ourselves to other people and just enjoy what you have right now?
To understand rape culture, you should understand the concept of rape. Rape is a sexual assault involving sexual intercourse against a person without the person's consent. According to Zerlina Maxwell in the article 50 Actual Facts About Rape, as of October 26, 2012, the highest estimate of women raped was 1.3 million in 2012. Also, according to the article 50 Actual Facts About Rape, 1 in 5 American women survived rape or attempted rape. According to Soraya Kimberly in the article Rape Culture is Real from Time.com, as of March 27, 2014, an analysis by Brain found 97% of rapists never spent a single day in jail. According to Time.com, as of May 22, 2016, 31 states allow rapists to legally sue for child custody if rape results in pregnancy. According to RAIN stands for Rape Abuse, Incest, and National Network. As of 1998, an estimated 17.7 million American women have been victims of attempted or complete rape. Also according to RAIN.org, as of April 12, 2014, only 20% of college student females report rape assault. Now that I gave you guys some info about rape, now we can discuss some information about rape culture. Rape culture is an environment in which rape is prevalent and in which sexual violence is normalized and excused by the media and popular culture. Due to the rape culture in the United States, most women and young girls cannot wear what they want to wear due to the fear of getting raped or sexually assaulted. Some examples of rape culture include teaching women how not to get raped, not teaching men to rape, those who blame girls, which is also known as victim blaming, supporting athletes who are charged with rape. When people say she was asking for it, that's also an example of rape culture. Survivors that asked if they were drinking when a rape occurred, that's part of rape culture. when the women were asked what they were wearing. To understand glamorizing of sexual violence is also part of rape culture. Objectification of women's bodies. People who believe that girls allow themselves to get raped is part of rape culture. And rape jokes is also part of rape culture.
For so long, women have been deprived of the opportunity to learn, grow, and prosper like any man can. Women have been told for so long that they are less than man, or they could not do as a man could do. Even our own president, Donald J. Trump, is quoted on a show Last Week Tonight with John Oliver on September 15th, 2016, saying to a female journalist that we could say politically correct, that looks don't matter, but the looks obviously matter. Like you wouldn't have your job if you weren't beautiful. These views are very distinguishable in our world today, especially in the areas that are completely unavoidable to most people, in the workplace and education. Our society has told women for years that they must obey the social rules already set for women, that they must stay in their own lane. But this is an inaccurate perspective of what women should be or how they should live. There is not a problem with female achievement. Women have caught up with men in terms of education. And in fact, in the United States and a number of other countries, women now actually surpass men in educational achievement, as declared in the article Gender Inequality in Women in the Workplace, published on the Harvard Summer School website, accessed on December 1st, 2017. Even though women have been on the rise, somehow they are still put down and discriminated against every day in the settings that should be welcoming to any individual that wants to better themselves. This type of gender discrimination needs to stop. Extinguishing long-held stereotypes is a difficult but necessary in creating an open and fair work environment. Companies do need to acknowledge the hidden forms of gender bias and encourage women to grow beyond constrained cliches without precautions. As stated in the article, How Does Gender Bias Really Affect Women in the Workplace?, written by Christine Rowe, published on March 24th, 2016. We need to break the cycle of gender discrimination in the workplace and in education, because every person should have the right to strive to better themselves for their future. Even though women are the majority of all kinds of people are affected by the stereotypical gender inequality. According to Excite.com, accessed on December 1st, 2017, gender inequality is a type of sex discrimination, which results in a particular individual being treated disadvantageously because of their gender. It must be noted that while gender inequality is something that mainly women have to deal with, there are some men who have to deal with these issues too. This is proven in an article about workplace gender inequality written by Joanne Lubin, published in 2016. The author declares in the article, women continue to earn less than men, are less likely to advance their careers as far as men, and accumulate less retirement or superannuation savings. At the same time, men have less access to family-friendly policies such as parental leave or flexible working arrangements than women. These biases are what hinders our society from progressing. A man still doesn't need to take care of his child, so he doesn't get parental leave. But what if he wants it? But what if he needs it? Gender rules set in place are harmful for the reason above all else in relations to the workplace. The harmful reason being that not everyone's the same. Not every woman deserves to be paid less. Not every man deserves to be denied the right to raise their baby. Gender roles placed us in a box of what we should and shouldn't be in the eyes of society, and the choice to not follow them can come with unfair or harmful consequences. I will now pass it to my partner Aireanna to describe why there needs to be change regarding this topic.
Bullying, self-image issues, rape culture, and sexism all stem from the negativity in the world. Meanness and hate driving people farther and farther away from their personal happiness. According to the FBI.gov hate crime tables as of December 29, 2016, Chico has had 3 deaths confirmed to be the result of hate crimes involving gender, gender identity, and sexual orientation. 6 deaths were totaled in Sacramento and a heartbreaking 77 in Los Angeles in just the last year. That's 86 people who lost their lives in just 3 cities that impact only a handful of people in this room. Eastward and westward, storms are breaking, great ugly whirlwinds of hatred and blood and cruelty. I will not believe them inevitable. A quote by W.E.B. Du Bois taken from The Wisdom of W.E.B. Du Bois, published in 2003 by Tajenae. Hate is around us, yes, but it is important to know that there are still people like Du Bois who will not accept negativity as predetermined. In Chico alone, there are lots of organizations to remedy the negativity stemming from generational long gender roles. The first being the Chico Women's Club that my peer Makayla will talk about.
Chico's Women's Club is an organization in Chico made up of many artistic women of different backgrounds coming together to make music and put on theatrical performances. According to chicoswomensclub.org, as of November 9th, 2017, their mission is to strengthen the social fabric of Chico through friendship, mutual support, and neighborhood connection among women of all generations, backgrounds, and cultures. It is very important for women to feel that there is a place to just be themselves and express their femininity without being judged, because when people feel included and comfortable in a group, it promotes that person's growth and overall the growth of the whole group/society. If anyone is interested in attending a meeting or going to support one of their performances, according to the Chico Women's Club Facebook page, as of November 14th, 2017, they hold meetings every second.
According to Rise Strong Facebook page, as of November 9th, 2017, Rise is a program placed in schools in the Chico area that is meant to encourage girls to do what they want as long as it is healthy and safe. Rise stands for Respect, Image, Self-Love, Education, and Empowerment, a tagline that is supported by their header statement. According to the RiseStrongGirls.com page, as of November 19th, 2017, Rise is a movement that has developed throughout the years of working with girls who are struggling with growing up in a society with confusing messages, shaming, judgment, and body image pressures. Rise's goal is to help shape 5th to 8th grade girls towards being able to value and care for themselves naturally. Rise is a program that does not take volunteers. However, they put on general seminars at schools and events in the area. If you would like to learn more about this organization, you could find them online at girlsstrong.org, on Facebook at Rise Strong, and Instagram at rise_strong_. I will now pass this on to Tajenae to talk about the organization we volunteered through, Girls on the Run.
For our act of kindness, my group and I volunteered at the Girls on the Run 5K. Volunteering at the Girls 5K run, the organization used small groups to they use small groups to give the girls a motivational speech to build their confidence, self-esteem, and character before the 5K run. According to the Girls on the Run website, as of November 3rd, 2017, Girls on the Run is a non-profit organization dedicated to creating a world where every girl knows and activated her limitless potential and is free to bodily pursue her dreams. On the official Girls site on the Run North State Facebook page, as of November 20, 2017, the Girls on the Run organization is meant to inspire girls to take charge of their lives and define the future of their own terms. No limits, no constraints. The Girls on the Run 5K was important to my group and I because it builds the girls' self-esteem at a young age and their confidence, which will help them better in the future in life. This ties into gender roles, and it can hurt It hurts generals. And it hurts, the generals can hurt a girl's success by making them feel inadequate. But if girls are encouraged and feel limitless, they will not doubt themselves and can achieve all that is intended for them. Now that you heard some background on our organization, I'll let Mattie tell you all what we did at the 5K.
For our act of kindness, our group decided to volunteer for the Girls on the Run 5K Dash. The run took place on Saturday, November 11th, 2017 at Bidwell Park. We decided to partake in this activity because we wanted to be a part of an event that focused on encouraging girls to step out of their comfort zones and take risks that they would never normally take. We wanted to make an impact on the girls' lives by providing them with support and confidence that would stick with them for life. When we first arrived at the park, we talked to one of the main coordinators of the event. Her name was Emerald. Our first task Emerald gave us was to set up our booth, which was called Heart and Soul. This required us to set up an easy up and make signs. We worked together to make the signs properly put together the pop-up tent, but 2 of the legs were broken. After trying to figure it out ourselves, we had to ask Emerald for help, so she gave us a roll of duct tape and managed to fix the legs. Our booth was designated to a certain team of 5th grade girls who were running that day, the Heart and Soul team. In our booth, ATM Cubed got the chance to hang out with the girls and hang out with the Heart and Soul girls before the run. We got to help dress them up in cute accessories like crowns and fedoras and take pictures. The girls had such a good time posing for the photos and dressing up with us. Also, we painted some of the girls' face with hearts and stars and helped spray paint glitter in their hair. Our group had the chance to meet a little girl named Makayla. We got to talking and she told us that she doesn't like running, but she said it was okay because she wanted to make her mom happy. Aireanna reassured her that she doesn't like running either, but she was proud of Makayla for being such a good sport about it. After the face painting, we joined all of the girls in a session of Zumba for about 30 minutes. We had tons of fun dancing around with the girls and exercising with them before the run started. Once Zumba was over, we walked with the Heart and Soul girls to the starting line and cheered them on as they started running the 5K. It was truly amazing to see how happy and confident we made those girls feel when we were supporting them from the sideline as they took off. Once the girls were out of sight, we went back with Emerald to interview her. We wanted to know why she was so passionate about Girls on the Run. On November 11th, 2017, Emerald stated seeing the girls cross the finish line and the expressions on their face when they finally accomplished something they never thought was possible. For the first time in these girls' lives, they got the chance to finish something so big, and it was so rewarding on my behalf to be able to be a part of it. After finishing up with the interview with Emerald, we were told that our assistance was no longer needed at the event and we were free to go home. Now I'm going to give your attention to Melinna, who is going to talk about how this impacted us as a team.
Every day we face with things that seem difficult to us, things that we tell ourselves we would never achieve, but the beauty of life is we do. We do pass that chem test and we do survive that kickball game. The Girls on the Run 5K was impactful to us because we were able to be a part of the first big achievement in these girls' lives. To watch them physically overcome their own obstacles and become empowered in the process was amazing. Girls on the Run taught these girls that no matter what society tells you about being a girl is one of the best things you can be because it's who they are.
Whether you are a boy, a girl, or somewhere on the spectrum, we are all affected by unspoken norms that dictate what we should and shouldn't do. And no, we shouldn't steal or kill or break laws, but we should be allowed to be happy. If being happy for Angela is not wearing makeup and being happy for Mark is, then that's all we need in the world. I will now leave you all with a quote by Grace Keeley from brainyquotes.com as of November 16th, 2017 that I feel is most pertinent. We may not know what each day has in store for us. We could be gone tomorrow. Any minute could truly be our goodbye. But we do have this moment, this time, right now. It takes way more effort to shell out hate than it does to allow love to flow freely in our lives. After all, it's what we were born to do.